Check, check, check. All right. I think we are live. Give me 1 second. Let me go into uh to see where I am right now. How are you? How's your weekend so far? Okay, now welcome back to this is episode 112 already. That's great. That's great. Okay, let's roll. All right. Thanks for joining me again. This is what I do on every Sunday night. I actually go live and answer your Facebook advertising and digital marketing related questions for half an hour every single Sunday night. I mean, not every, I skip some of the weeks because I, probably had something to do, but I would be actually on most of the weeks, most of the Sundays. So here's how it works, right? If you have any Facebook advertising and digital marketing related questions, what I want you to do is this. Okay, first thing first, go to my YouTube channel. Just search for Jason Gan, and you'll be actually you'll find my YouTube channel, and go into it. Try to actually look for an answer because I have got about 900 over videos in there. I've answered so many questions from people from all around the world. Try to actually search for an answer. If you can't, it's actually okay. So if you can't find an answer, all you need to do is just post your question as a comment on any videos on my YouTube channel. That's how it works. It's as simple as that. So what I'll do then is, on the following week, I would actually screenshot, which I'm going to show you later to you how it works. And I'm going to answer your questions over here. I would not reply to your comment. Not that I'm actually, like ego or something or whatever. Is because I truly believe when it comes to, like technical stuff like Facebook advertising and digital marketing, it's actually best to communicate verbally like this. That's why I prefer to do it over here on my Sunday night live. So if you post any questions, just come back on the following Sunday. And yeah, then I'll be answering your questions. If I miss any, just remind me. Okay, I'll actually get it back. Best is on my YouTube channel. Do not go to other social media platforms. I think YouTube channel is actually my main channel right now. I'll be doing a lot of things on my YouTube channel instead. All right. So let's bring it up. We have got quite a number of questions today, so I don't want to actually waste time. But if you guys are here watching this live, any questions, feel free to pop in the chat. Okay. Once I completed all these questions I've gotten from my community, I would actually come back to the comment. Okay. Just pop it there. Now, let's go to the first one. Okay. First question is coming from Manoj. So he posted this question on my video about personal Facebook ads account versus business manager Facebook ads account. So, but his question is about Facebook account restricted. Okay, so this is a very interesting question. So your Facebook account is restricted. Can you still run ads using business ads manager? Now, basically, although these two things are different, but fundamentally, when your Facebook ad account that is tied to your personal profile is restricted, there are a few situations you need to check. Whether it is your ad account restricted or it's actually your profile being restricted from running ads. There are two different things. Because when it comes to, account restriction on Facebook, there are many layers. It could be the ad account, it could be the personal profile, it could be the Facebook page, or it could be the entire business manager. We need to know which one is actually being restricted right now. So let's come back to your situation. If you have a Facebook profile that is tied to your Facebook ad account, we need to know which one is being restricted. Because bottom line is we want to make sure that your profile is not restricted. Because if it is, whatever you do, you open a business manager, won't be able to do anything there. You won't be able to do a lot of things, in fact, moving forward. However, if you're actually posting, commenting, and all that as your profile, everything is still fine. So yeah, so that's the thing you need to check. All right. Yeah, this is my quick answer to you. But if you want to find out more, you can actually dig for a video. I have one of the videos that I explain in detail about if you really get to the bottom point where your profile is being restricted, what can you do with all the steps? So just search for permanent ad account or first Facebook permanent restriction, something like that. Just go along the line and yeah, just look for the answer over there. But if you need help, okay, this is really for anyone who needs a personalized one-on-one kind of like guidance from me about what is the situation that you're facing right now, and to give you recommendations about what can you do next. Okay, you can actually scan this QR code and buy me a coffee, and we can spend half an hour together to look at your situation. Now, I want to actually put a disclaimer upfront. I will not be able to solve your problem. Do not come to me to actually get back your account or lift your restriction. There is no such thing because it's actually quite difficult to get lifted right now. But what we can do is I can offer you workaround. I can offer you steps to actually continue running ads because that's the lifeline, right? We need to continue run ads to keep the business afloat. So that's what you do. So if you need help, scan this QR code and we can spend half an hour together to look at your situation. Okay, so that's that. And the next question is coming from Adia Singh. Okay, now, so this question is a bit long, so I'm just going to read it out loud real quick. So your business manager account is restricted. You contacted support, but they couldn't get it fixed. Your Instagram seems fine though. You also tried boosting your Instagram reel, and it worked. You're starting fresh, but you want to know that whether you should link it to your Instagram account, which was previously linked to Facebook. Okay, and should you make a new Insta account? You see, here's the thing: Facebook and Instagram, although they're actually under the same company, but they are not 100%, as in like when it's linked, it's just linked. They are not permanently linked. You can unlink. So what happened is if it's the business manager being disabled, but your Instagram account, you can actually easily unlink it and link it to any other pages and even to any other business manager account to start running ads. So that's what I think. Yeah, because nowadays, whether you're creating new Instagram account or new Facebook profile and all that, Facebook kind of like, they really don't like new accounts for some reason right now, because they are actually having a lot of restrictions and they are placing a lot of rules on new accounts. So usually when you have a new profile or new Instagram account, whenever you start running ads, right after you created it, you probably will run into some trouble. That's why we don't want to actually create new problems for ourselves, which is already quite messy already with all these bans and restrictions and all that. So if that is already doing fine, continue running ads with whatever you're doing right now. And if the business manager is restricted, then create a new business manager. Then you need to check whether is the page restricted or is your Facebook profile restricted, because they're actually two different things. That's why I believe your situation is a little bit complicated. We need to really get to the point where, to try to dissect and understand what is the real problem that you're facing so that we can actually have a better workaround. Frankly speaking, Adia, I would think that if you can start running ads or continue run ads with your Instagram account, go on to do it. But if you need a more really go to the detail and see what's going on, I won't be able to actually help you over here, because we need to actually speak one-on-one, go to the problem, scan this QR code, book in half an hour, buy me a coffee for that, and we can actually look into your situation, because really you need to really find the root cause to really solve the problem for good. Okay, so that's that. And next we have coming from, this question is coming from Tamus143. So you're saying these questions was posted on my video about not able to boost Facebook Marketplace listing. Okay, so you say you can't press the button next to the new property to sell under Marketplace listing using laptop. Do we have any idea why is it happen? There are a few possibilities. I mean, it's actually very similar to when we are boosting a post, whether the format of the advertisement, some posts can't be boosted. Okay, so you want to check whether your post, the format of it is actually eligible for boosting. Because if you go over when it says not allowed to boost or something like that, you want to also check whether it is actually only to this post itself or this listing itself, or all the other listings are not allowed to boost, so you need to check really what's the problem. So if everything is not allowed, then you probably don't have the boost button. Then you want to check whether your account standing is all right, whether you owe Facebook money or you have any account restriction issue. That's the thing, because we have all these ad account or profile restriction issues happening all around the world. It could be one of the reasons why you're not able to boost your marketplace listing. So yeah, that's what I think. But yet again, this is really based on my understanding and my experience. If you really need help and you want me to go in and look at your ads account or whatever account that you have over there via screen share on Zoom, you can actually scan this QR code, buy me a coffee, and we can spend half an hour looking into your situation, because frankly, over here, I can only answer your questions based on whatever you provide, right? But probably you do not know how to navigate to actually find some of the root problems that you might be having right now. So it'll be good if we can actually look into it together. Okay, so that's that. And next we have this question coming from the Glam Makeover. Okay, so you recently boosted the post on Facebook and made the payment, but you still don't see any response. How do you know that the post has been boosted? Please help. Okay, now first thing first, you try to go into your ads account, which is like you can actually search for Facebook Ads Manager. Okay, Facebook's Ads Manager. I mean, usually when you have boosted it, you definitely have activated your Facebook Ads Manager, and most probably it's actually linked to your profile. So you search for Facebook Ads Manager, follow the link and all that, go into the Ads Manager itself to see whether you can find, like there will be a table showing you all the, what do we call, the ad accounts, or so-called the posts that are being boosted right now. So you go in and see whether you can find it. So once you have found it, then you should be able to see whether it is still spending or something like that. You can actually switch the date range on the top right, and just to make sure that maybe if you want to look at in the past 7 days, for example, to see whether what has it been spending. So you want to check whether the status is being turned on or off, and a few things as well, right? Like, this is where you can actually try to check whether everything is all right. Yeah, so the Ads Manager, you can actually find, if you go to Google or go to YouTube and find, there are many videos talking about how to find and get into your Facebook Ads Manager. Follow those steps and get in there and try to navigate from there. Yeah, so that's the quick answer I have for you. But if you need help, you can also scan the QR code over here real quick, so that we can actually look into it, because obviously you are quite new to Facebook advertising. I would recommend that you can actually go to my YouTube channel and go through some of the free training that I provided. Over there, I also show you how to get into the Ads Manager and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's what I believe you need to actually understand and learn in order for you to really understand how Facebook advertising works, because there are a lot more, about Facebook advertising than a boost post. So I want you to really start learning on your own. But if you need help, scan this QR code. You can ask me any questions after going through my free trainings and all that. And then we can actually, to see what are the things that we can actually help you learn this better. Okay, so that's that. The Glam Makeover. All the best for finding that. Okay, now then the next question is also a quite long one, coming from F1 Lab. So F1 Lab is asking, you have ad account permanently restricted and your admin account is not verified. So when you submitted the ID, it was rejected, could not confirm your identity. You submitted again, they still don't accept it. You also have an old account that you can transfer your page to, but it's not verified, and it says the name on your photo doesn't match your name on the Facebook account. Should you change the Facebook profile name and send again? You see, this is a bit odd to me, because frankly speaking, transferring page is actually very easy. You can just change admin or add any other account to be an admin to the Facebook page. It shouldn't trigger any error when you are adding a profile to a Facebook page. That's what I think, right? And frankly speaking, yes, I totally recommend when you are creating a Facebook account or when you are maintaining a Facebook profile, I said profile, make sure it actually carries the name that you can verify or back up with documentations like your ID and all that. Of course, I'm not saying that you have to go exactly the name as it is, but at least it's identical so that Facebook can, in a way, verify. But of course, there are still some horror stories about, wrongly verification issues and all that. It's still happening. But then again, get closer to it would help. But for your situation over here, frankly, ID submission is about, keep trying. And probably if you're in the wrong footing like this, I would say that's the only thing you can do, keep trying. But if you get permanent restriction, probably that wouldn't do much to you anymore, because to be frank, I don't think the support can do a lot of things to help you. But it's strange. For your case, transferring page shouldn't have any problem. But you can try. I mean, back to your root question over here, whether you should change your Facebook profile and send again, you can try. Yeah, but Facebook profile name change may not be as straightforward. I have not done this for years. So you go through that and you see whether it does go through. Because yes, I would say getting the name closer to your document would definitely help. That's what I think. Okay, but yet again, F1 Lab, if you need help, just in case, you want me to look at your situation together, to give you personalized recommendation, because I will be able to, when we share screen, I'll be able to navigate, to look at things that I want to look at, to probably give you some pointers about what's really going on. That will be a lot faster to solve your problem. So if you need that, scan this QR code, buy me a coffee, and we can actually do that together. Okay, so that's that. And then the next question we have is coming from Tao Shacha. Anyway, Tao. Okay. It's an amazing video. Thank you. So you have a few questions, a few though. So let's look into that real quick. So first question is, should you delete your Facebook ad account? If yes, in what point? Okay, now you cannot delete your Facebook ad account. Once a Facebook ad account is created, it cannot be deleted anymore. You can only archive it, or you can actually disable it or deactivate it. That's the thing. You can't delete a Facebook ad account. So that's the quick question, quick answer to that. So the second question is, after you are an admin in the new business manager, should you open new ad account? Yes. So if you're talking about you have your everything is restricted, and you're trying to go through the steps like, borrow someone else's profile, create a business manager, create an ads account, yes, that's what you do. If you can bring the old page in, you do. If you can't, start with a new page. And, and of course, the next thing is definitely create a new ad account within the new business manager and start running ads. Okay, and yes, you're saying that should you do it with another credit card? The answer is yes, because this may not be, but you can try. Okay, now you can try to do it with the old credit card. But if it's not successful, meaning they reject the card and say that, oh, you're not allowed, some errors and all that, probably it's because the card has been linked to a like restricted account. So try a new credit card. Yeah, most probably you would actually go through this easily. So go through that. Yeah. So Tao, that's what I have for you. But if you need help, it's the same thing. Scan this QR code. We can spend half an hour together to look at whatever questions you have when you're actually trying to reboot your account and everything. And I'll be able to give you more, personalized recommendations. Okay. Next, we have Andres. Okay, now. So you're in a similar situation about removing Facebook page from restricted business manager. So you try to claim the page from another BM, but when the original owners tries to approve it, an error just pops up. The only solution is the one you mentioned, contact Facebook directly and try to move it through them. Yes, I mean, when you are having this kind of situation, you see, when it comes to account restriction, you have to really understand there are many layers, right? So for your case, it's probably the business manager. That's why you're actually trying to, trying to start a new business manager. You want to bring this page back. But if there are some errors happening, you need to go through the claim page procedure, which is, yes, you need to contact Facebook, and they would actually give you some documents that a list of documents that you need to submit to them to prove that you're the rightful owner of the Facebook page. And hopefully, I'm not sure how long it takes right now. It used to take about weeks, but hopefully it's faster right now, and get the page back. Yeah, you need to have all the preparations, all the documents in place to help you support you for that. So yeah, go through that. And yeah, but then again, Andres, just in case, before you go through the route and all that, you want to have my personal opinion on what you're facing right now, you can actually scan this QR code. We can spend half an hour together to look at your situation, and I'll be able to give you personalized recommendations. Okay, so that's that, Andres. Thank you. Next, we have this question coming from Ascent Kriya. Anyway, so this question was posted on my duplicate Facebook ads campaign post. So when you are duplicating your Facebook ads campaign, You're asking, do you need to change date when duplicating to let Facebook review and approve? You do not need to, because when you duplicate it, automatically they will actually, like start the campaign date from the date on and the time it was duplicated. Yeah, I think I actually say it correctly. Yeah, so you have no problem with that. Just go through that and everything will be fine. No issue. Okay, thanks for the question. Next, we have this question coming from Yaya. Okay, posted on my video about ID confirmation failed for Facebook ads restriction. So Yaya posted just a comment that says, you too, you need help. Well, I mean, that video itself, I think I have already provided the steps, okay, for you to take to go through that. But I'm not sure what do you mean by you need help. But if you need help, here's how it works, all right? Scan this QR code, buy me a coffee, and we can look at whatever situation, whatever help that you need so that I can give you personalized recommendations and suggestions to solve your problem, hopefully. Okay, yeah, go through that, scan this QR code, buy me a coffee, and we do that together. Okay, you say you need help. I'm giving help over here. Okay, now that's all the questions I have from my community. So that's how it works. You see, I've already demonstrated to you how my Sunday Ask Jason Anything works. All you need to do is go to my YouTube channel, try to search for an answer, because I have 900 over videos answering questions from, like about Facebook advertising and digital marketing. If you can't find an answer, all you need to do is, post your questions as a comment on any videos I have on my YouTube channel, and I will actually pick them up, like what you saw just now, and answer your questions on Sunday nights, Malaysia time, 10 p.m. So, but of course, if you can join me live, that'll be great. And you can actually ask your questions live, like what's coming up. We have some questions over here that is actually posted by the live viewers over here. Yeah, so I would definitely love to have you here to join me on during my live on Sunday nights. Okay, now this question I have is coming from Patricia. So Patricia is asking, is there different use for CPaaS or collaborative ads aside from e-commerce? I actually don't really get the context of your question over here. Is there a different use for CPaaS or collaborative ads aside from e-commerce? Okay, I think what you mean here is, aside from e-commerce, is there anything we can do with CPaaS or collaborative ads? I think that's what you mean, right? From e-commerce advertising. Okay, now let me do a little bit of explanation about CPaaS or collaborative ads. Technically, CPaaS is when you're selling on marketplace like Shopee, Lazada, Tokopedia, and all. All right, you have a store on Shopee, right? Say for example, we use Shopee. So, if you do not have CPaaS, then you would not be able to run ads to retarget those people who added your product to cart on Shopee, because technically you have no access to the data on Shopee's platform. But when you have CPaaS, you are able to actually, because when you have CPaaS, technically, what does that mean? That means Shopee would create a catalog with all the products you have on your Shopee store and share it to your Facebook ad account, which is linked to your own Facebook ad account. Then you'll be able to use it to run ads to target people who added to cart, people who view your product, or even to target people who purchase, which is technically, you can actually access to all these full features of e-commerce advertising, using Facebook ads, okay, for your Shopee store. So that's the benefit. And if you ask me, aside from running ads for e-commerce, is there anything else we can do with CPaaS? Technically, I don't think so for now. When you run ads, you're able to see also the attribution, like how many purchases was actually attributed to this campaign and all that, which is also, you get this because of the CPaaS sharing to you. Other than that, you can't really use anything for anything else. Like you are probably thinking, oh, would I be able to use CPaaS and run ads for my other products or something like that? You can't. Yeah, so that's the thing. So basically, if I understand your question correctly, that's my answer to that. So yeah, hopefully I answer your question, but thanks for the question anyway. So, yep, that's all the questions I have from you guys. Well, we are slightly earlier, but it's fine. The whole motive of this live is to answer any questions you have. I'm happy that I'm able to answer quite a few of them now. I think today we have answered altogether about 10 questions. So, yep, come back next week. That's what we do every Sunday night. Remember, any questions, go to my YouTube channel, search for an answer. If you can't find one, post your questions as a comment on any videos on my YouTube channel. And with that, thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next week. Good night. Bye.